Chill.
This program is intended for adult audiences. It
631.
contains scenes of violence, coarse language, nudity, and sexuality. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
So don't get your mark ass, bitch ass, chump ass, whore ass feelings hurt, because you are now listening to the most unapologetic wrestling podcast in all the annals of the internet, motherfucker. Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion that the world, quite frankly, is just not big enough for the both of us. Somebody's got to go and go for good. And that somebody is either you or me.
I'm not taking.
This is Hayes Hop and Turn. This is Hayes Hop and Turnbuckles. This is Hayes Hops and Turnbuckles. Chill. And Turnbuckles. This is Hayes Hop and Turnbuckles. Ain't none of these niggas here. Ain't none of them niggas here. And Turnbuckles. Chill. Chill. Yo. I guess I go first. You're rocking with the greatest wrestling podcaster in the whole world. Black and violent like New Jack. To the Queen, Nia Jax, so just sit back and relax. And he ain't here. No, he ain't. But he ain't here. No. Hold up, fam, let me mention me.
I'm the one, not the two, like Sokoa and the Goose. The
Facts,
newest
facts.
podcaster the world never knew. From these BC streets to fighting with my MFPs. Got back to 11, baby, ain't about the drama.
Popped up on the beat, as a slapper like he Honda. Yeah.
I said the blue kids, I can't hit no marijuana. 631 entertainment, that
This is where you find. But ain't none of these niggas here. But none of these niggas here. Chill. This is Hayes Hop and Turnbuckles, but none of these niggas here. But none of these niggas here.
This is Hayes Hops and Turnbuckles.
What you drinking on? What you smoking on?
631 entertainment, motherfuckers.
Super kicks and dives. We are a show that's motive.
Super kicks and dives. Ain't no surprise when a rule goes straight to
Hey, what you drinking on? What you drinking on? What you smoking on? 631 entertainment, motherfucker. Como, a starch. Hello to everybody out here. You are now listening to the greatest wrestling podcaster in the world. Yep, the world, Craig. And usually to my right, there is the other half of 631 Entertainment. But not today. To my right, I have my other half, Mrs. 420.
Yay! Thank you. Hello.
So Mrs. 420 and I have been come up with a decent idea to have wrestling reviews of documentaries because she ain't gonna watch this wrestling shit.
No.
Well, we're gonna get to it as usual, and then we'll jump right into it. Well, since what I asked everybody, how was your week?
Oh, it was busy, but it was good. How was your week?
Oh, then we get a little bit in depth in that. My week sucked balls. It was okay, but it sucked balls. I didn't really. If we're talking about work, it sucked balls. But
I'm sorry.
other than that, I got to come home and see your beautiful faces.
Oh, see, he's playing all
Yes,
nice,
yeah.
Mr. NKB.
We'll get deeper into the bullshit later. Well, since you're here, you ain't had a penalty shots, and since you can't take no penalty shots, we're gonna toast to this aristocrat, and I guess we'll come up with a name for what this review show is gonna be called. But so far, it's gonna be called WrestleDocReview.
My palms are sweating with this shot.
Ugh.
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 Blah.
You should.
Sorry, that's disgusting. Ugh.
Oh God, it's horrible.
Oh. No, no.
No is right.
I know next time to bring my own
Mhm.
liquor.
You
'Cause that is
gonna bring your
trash.
wine. You gotta bring your wine. We gotta slow roll you, baby.
Yes.
Can't have you going crazy on them. Songs of the week.
My guy pretty like a girl, and he got 5 stories to tell. I see both sides like Chanel, see on both sides like Chanel. Swimming like through pool water, eating like I'm underworld. Had my tattoos in Shibuya, police think I'm other.
Mary Jane, sweet, sweet Mary Jane. When you niggas living like kings, everything stays.
All right, YouTube, let me play my shit. Let me play my shit, YouTube. Quit fucking with me.
I put your bitch on the blade. I put your bitch on.
We're gonna switch it up. Me and Mrs. 420 even got a little intro for the show. We gonna let y'all hear that right
Sneaky.
now. Look at her talking nasty. Don't be talking. 631 Entertainment .biz. Come get your shirt. Come get your merch. We got all what you need when you want it, how you want it, when you want to get it, and how you want it to look.
Hey, babe.
What?
Wrestling on.
Okay, and?
But it's a documentary though. She ain't gonna watch none of this wrestling. It's a documentary.
Nope.
She ain't gonna watch none of this wrestling. It's a documentary.
And I won't.
She ain't gonna watch none of this wrestling. It's a documentary.
Nope.
So we put both of them together. Hey, this is what we got. This is Mrs. Folk. Docu-series review. Docu-series review. Docu-series review. This is Mrs. Folk. Docu-series review. Docu-series review. Docu-series review.
That's my jam. It is my jam.
And this week's edition of Docu-Series Review is about the one, the only Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So at first, before you even tell me how you you give your review, what did you think overall of it?
Okay, first of all, to all the spouses or wives out there who think that wrestling is not interesting, you have not seen nothing yet. I did not realize the scandali and the tea That was a part of WWE. I liked it a lot, and it really left me feeling like,
You want to watch all those?
yes, yes, because there's a lot out there that, I was running in here like, babe, this, and you're like, yep, I lived it.
But what better idea to get you all on board is to get what you like and what I love and put it together.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
It's only right.
No chance. That's what you
Right, you gotta play it.
got.
What I'm smoking on is that what if I said last week is what I'm smoking on? Alright, I guess we want to break down the first episode, I guess. So
Yeah. Um, let's see. One thing I will say, who would have known Vince McMahon is such a nasty businessman? I'm talking just went and stole from everybody, allegedly. All the wrestlers. Took them all.
yeah, well, Vince McMahon is a very shrewd businessman. Case in
Hmm.
point, how he ended his career with WWE. Um, but I mean, isn't that in every business?
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, the beginning of the episode, it highlighted a lot of his childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, you know, I mean,
What a shocker that the mama was doing the molestation.
allegedly,
Alleged
yes.
molestation. The allegedly. Okay. Okay.
Yes, but who would have known? And meet your dad at 12, and he's just like this rich guy who's like, all right, boy, come here, let me show you this world. And,
Yeah.
it's just, I can see where he got a lot of his practices from his daddy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll boy threw me back in the day is when he would always talk about like every once in a while how he grew up poor and shit.
Hmm.
I was like, how you grow up poor? Your dad is Vince McMahon, and I
Hmm.
didn't know that until later on. So yeah, that was very interesting to find out that Vince McMahon had it rough.
And to think, he never even got the answer as to where my daddy been. Never got an answer to it. He just said, all
Well,
right.
was understood. Don't need to be explained. Shut up, boy, and come on in there.
Pretty much.
I guess that's how Vince McMahon's daddy sound.
uh yeah, and honestly, like getting the full background of the Hulk was interesting.
Yeah, Hulk was a piece of shit.
He is such a piece of shit. Gosh.
Oh, I mean, and Hulk Hogan stole his whole gimmick from superstar Billy Graham, and never gave him credit for it. Lied about being on steroids.
Threw everybody under the
Threw
bus.
everybody under the bus.
He is a snitch if I ever heard of one.
Yeah, the whole. What do you think about Vince McMahon going to court and hiring back different talent like Hulk Hogan, like Sable, like just countless others,
Hmm.
saying like that's where like the business is your forefront because I
Hmm.
don't know if I could do that. Like,
No, and I think he said it in his own words in the documentary. Like if it's about money, he doesn't care. He'll put everything else aside
yeah.
because he he failed up the
You right.
whole way through. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, absolutely.
But you can't say though one thing about it. He was the major star of his era. Like you had
Mhm.
Macho Man's, you had You know, I'm talking about strictly like early WWE.
Mhm.
Those other stars, I don't know if they were as big as you can't like Rock and Stone Cold. Like they're totally different, just
Well, they
era
tried it
defining.
with, apparently, I guess Hulk was falling off, and they tried it with the Warrior,
Yeah, but he
and
was
that
batshit
didn't.
crazy.
Yeah, we all see how that went. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it did not end well. So I guess they had to bring him back because,
I mean, he's a draw, and he's always going to be a draw. It's going to be a thing when he
unfortunately,
passes. Yeah, he's going to be a. He's always been a draw. So
absolutely. I definitely the whole okay. So the alleged, to be clear here, because I'm not getting sued by no fans or any of this, is the sex scandal with the boys, the Ring
the
Boys.
Ring Boys.
That was
So
so
what she means is the Ring crew was supposedly all younger adolescent guys, um,
underage.
and they were getting sexually assaulted allegedly.
Well, they were trading sexual favors
Yeah.
to be Ring Boys. Apparently, they were
Mm.
doing sexual favors um, for I can't remember their names off top, but
Hmm.
I know Tony Atlas said one of them touched his pecker in the locker room. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's just the way he says it, his
Just
voice.
Roanoke's own Tony Atlas. Man, that's I was like, man, Dot Man 211 hit me up and he was like, man, it's best. I watched a little bit of it. He was like, man, of course they had Tony Atlas on there doing some freaky stuff. I said, yeah, you already know.
If you're listening, you can always come on this podcast.
But when you do, just best believe it ain't gonna just be me and old lady. That's all the rest of it gonna be. You still a big man, man. I ain't you gonna say I did nothing to you.
No allegations here.
No alleged allegations at 631 headquarters. But yeah, that's sad though. If it's true, but I mean, and then maybe that's the reason why majority of the practices now is like lower card talent and referees set
Mhm.
of them. You know what I'm saying, and they actually have grips and people who actually do that. Like that is part of their job. I don't know if that's really happening anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think it's probably rare that they even get talent that's under the age of 18. So.
Well, that's the thing about it. I mean, because when that was going on, I mean, it was a thriving, thing. So they were making the money. So
Hmm.
there was really, I don't know, it was just a little weird. Um, like you fat rich, but okay. Um, yeah, absolutely. And then another thing that got me was the steroid scandal.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those with a doctor got thrown under the bus, and don't get me wrong, you can't force anybody to do anything if they don't want to deal with that, but pressure the hell out of them.
Yeah, especially from that era where there was that look was what was driving money. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm.
two biggest movie stars in the world. We got a third co-star. If you're a long time listener, she is uh from when we had the smaller place. Oh no, she's not. Man, when she was little, she was always acting rambunctious on the mic. She done got a little older and calmed down,
Mhm.
but she is snoring if you can hear it. Oreo, 631 Entertainment mascot.
They call her Snorio at my job because she's all the time in the meetings, man. Like, just making herself known. Ah.
But the look, that was the look, and that's what was getting people. And it's, to me, is just like certain steroids. To me, is just like certain like electronics. Like
Mhm.
the first wave of those motherfuckers to get those electrons. We don't know what's the long term effects is. Like they didn't know what the long term effects of all that steroid use was going to be, and like people are messed up. The Hulk Hogan's and some of the ones who's still alive. They're the lucky ones. A whole lot of them died early, or body fail on them, muscles atrophies. Different things like that. So. I,
which
I,
we'll
yeah.
definitely get into, I imagine,
Yeah.
with some more docu series about all the bad things that happened. Yeah, because I mean, I loved in the episode though, they were like, it shows Vincent McMahon in like the neck brace or whatever, and he's just like walking around smiling at the camera, and they're like, Vince didn't have to get that neck surgery. And then it flashes to Vince, he's like, I absolutely did.
What did you think about the Montreal Screwjob?
Listen, that broke my heart. And I'm probably going to F up the name again.
so,
Brett.
so, so I'm over here GTA in it. Yes, I'm an avid GTA fan. And Mrs. 420 said, I can't believe what they did to Brett Michaels. I said, what? Who?
That stripper boy.
That stripper boy that wear pink? No. You mean Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart? Yeah, Brett Michaels. So we got to combine them both together. But it was horrible, right? Like, you've been with him this whole career, never injured nobody, never did, try to be a consummate professional, and
That's the thing. Like, all he wanted to do, he wasn't saying, hey, I want to win. Because, once they talked about it, he was like, you're right. I can't take the belt with me. But
so do you think that he should have done business? Do you think I feel like him losing to Sean, it had to happen.
yeah, but
Or he could have lost to Stone Cold.
yeah, and they were talking about doing it to where like it was just like a throw, right? To where I don't know if that's the right term, but like nobody wins, and
Well,
you
see, and that's
just
the thing that sucks for your company because it's already known that you're going to WCW. One,
mm-hmm.
they're already beating you in the ratings. Two, and three, what does your talent look like that's up under him? They just got a new guy that pretty much left still as world champion.
Mm-hmm.
It's back in the day, Ric Flair had an issue with WCW, and he bought the belt, the big
Mm-hmm.
gold plate, the classic one.
Mm-hmm.
He bought that. So when they didn't renew his contract or something, I don't know the intricacies of it. He left and came on WWF television with the big gold belt
Damn.
because he owned it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pretty much in a nutshell, that kind of would have been the same thing they did to them, only this time with Bret Hart. Even if he
Mm-hmm.
didn't come with the title, you know what I'm saying? Your champion is the second tier guy. To one of
Mm-hmm.
our Bret Hart's going to come in there and still be maybe third or fourth biggest guy on the company because you still had Hulk Hogan in
Mm-hmm.
WCW. You still had Goldberg. You still had Sting. And you got Bret Hart. He's not going to be the top guy. So a guy who's not even going to be your top guy is better than everybody in WWF. So it made sense for Vince McMahon to screw him. They
Yeah.
should have just both came together and did business.
Listen, I loved me some Bret Hart. After he is the cutest, sweetest little thing. Like I can't explain it. He just looks like he has such a good soul, like a little kitten.
He got a good soul. I need to play like a wholesome I need to play like a wholesome theme. He's got a good soul.
He's like a little kitten. No, he just he looks so sad. And
Mm.
I mean, we all know why, and we'll get to it, but it did break my heart for him to do that to him in his hometown. It's a shame that's where the last match was. Now,
Well,
after, I'm sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
After the whole incident in the locker room, I was like,
Oh, when Bret Hart punched
punch.
Vince McMahon in the face.
Oh my gosh. And the way they tell the story, they like go to Vince first and he's like, yeah, I went to him and I held my arms back and I'm like, I'm gonna take it like a man. And then, you get to Bret Hart, he's like, no. Everybody loves to tell that story. He said he walked in, I punched the whatever out of him. Like he said, I'm so noble and all this stuff. And no,
No,
sir.
sorry, Bob.
I mean, if anything, listen, Bret Hart's eyes say I tell the truth.
You
Vince
just looked at his eyes.
McMahon
Yeah.
allegedly has liar eyes
This is all allegedly.
for legal
This
purposes.
is all alleged.
Yeah, I mean, it really was sad. And because I was just about to get to it, I think, in the episode, and you said, have you watched The Screw yet? And I was like, The Screw? What are you talking about? And he's like, and he walks out, you'll see. And he walked back in. He's like, watch. And the way Bret Hart spat on Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, he's the first hot dog.
He wins that competition.
He's the OG's best there was, best there is, and the first to hot tool.
Absolutely, he did. Because at the end of the day, it, it was a heartbreaking. I mean, I realize it's business is business at the end of the day, but it was very sad because I mean, and then just to completely be like tell everybody this conversation never happened.
Yeah, pretty much making Shawn and Triple H swear, which is funny that after all said and done, them the two are running the show. They're running WWE now.
That's what loyalty gets you,
Yeah.
I guess. And I mean, just Bret Hart's like, I know. Was that his wife
Where?
in the show? And Bret Hart when they were showing backstage afterwards, and she was like
Talking about Bret
dressing
Hart's
down.
wife? Yeah,
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 she was like dressing down Triple H. I know you knew, and
yeah.
you ought to be ashamed. I don't know her exact
She's like
words, but
something like the Lord is gonna get you. Pretty much.
listen, because Bret Hart has such a good heart. He can't talk down anybody. Just kidding. But yeah, no, it. But speaking of screws,
Screws.
I think
Alleged screws.
alleged screws. I think the OG screw, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, would be the one that Vince did to Wendy Richard.
Meaning Randy Richter. But we
Victor.
will go with Randy Richard from now on.
Whoopsies.
Oh.
Like I watched it and that girl, let me tell you, she was not playing. She's a little scary. I wouldn't meet her in a back alley back in the day. She looked like a I don't know, a vicious dog on the loose after they're filming after
Arr, arr, arr. Someone go get that dog.
foaming at the mouth trying to get at somebody. Oh, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Would you say that's the original screw of it all?
Sure.
Mm?
It's a case to be made that's the original screw job.
I mean, just
We're
be.
gonna go with it. Ain't got look, it's just me and you here. They should have been here to be able to say a different one. So we're gonna go with it.
Yay! Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, okay, and then cuz like NKB said, I know nothing about nothing. So when they started interviewing this little older gentleman and he's like talking about, how he started WCW and I'm like, I've heard, you know, NKB 420 talk about it, but I'm like, I don't even know. And I mean, damn. did they screw old Vincey boy in the worst ways? I mean,
So you mean like about the NWO coming through and getting them for everything? It was a great time to be alive. It was a great time to watch it. I'm so glad I got to see it, and I got to see it with my pops. It was just, it went from a time where WWE was still doing, hey, I'm a farmer and that's my gimmick.
I'm an evil dentist.
Yeah. I'm an Undertaker. I mean, that's still, granted, you know what I'm saying? It became one
Mhm.
of the greatest gimmicks of all time. It still was a job. Paul
Yeah.
Bearer was a pallbearer. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's got a working man in that company, okay?
He's seen YMCA. What was it? What was the crew did YMCA? Village People. He's like, oh, that's jobs for everybody. I got jobs for weeks.
Fire chief.
Come on, then. What's your name gonna be? Red Ladder. Policeman. Strong Justice.
Pretty much just as flamboyant as the village people do.
But then you had the NWO and people coming in and changing, not coming in as a wrestler name, coming in as their actual
Mhm.
name, and reacting to pop culture, reacting what's going on. And then if you're gonna have a character, you have a character based on, like it was Raven. You take Raven, he will pretty much look like the embodiment of Nirvana in a
Mhm.
wrestler at the time. You know what I'm saying? All
Mhm.
emoed out and all this shit, but what he was talking about was certain things how people felt.
Mhm.
Case in point, when the tide started turning with WWF, it's when it got Stone Cold Steve Austin, a redneck dude blue collar guy who just want to not take shit from nobody,
Mhm.
especially his boss. And once they started giving real content like that, real matches, real promos,
Relatable.
people
Mhm.
started gravitating back to it. But at one point, you had WWF still getting their ass kicked, but it was getting closer and closer, and that was some of the best wrestling ever. It was just, I guess it was because I call that really the golden age, because you never seen anything like that.
Mhm.
Everything else was either really traditional or then really Hulk Hogan-ish, Macho
Mhm.
Man-ish, and then got what we got now.
Yeah, cuz I to see like how I think it was an important thing, and it's kind of like if we think relate it to something today, like Drake and Kendrick, right? Like it brought the best out of Kendrick. Like this,
you call it Drake WCW.
I'm calling Drake Vince.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm calling Kendrick the show that's coming out of nowhere and just whooping their ass. I mean,
No,
not that Kendrick's coming out of nowhere, but.
no, it's gotta be the other way around.
Oh,
Well, I guess so. I guess it would be because Vince do be touching women, so
allegedly.
allegedly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I loved to see it just because I'll just be totally honest. Like, after they started kind of making Vince the bad guy a little bit throughout the show, I was like, oh, they really did that. Like, when they said that they were on live, correct, on TNT, and Raw was recorded, right?
Yep,
And they were announcing
yep.
the big finishers on TNT. I thought, that's cold.
And
That's
they
genius.
would start 2 to 5 minutes early. I think it was like 2 to 5 minutes early. They'll come on like 7:57 and give out the results.
The pettiest. OG petty.
Yeah, but
Like,
it was smart, especially if people were tired of seeing that old school
hmm
way of doing things. So it was good. It was definitely dope to see.
yeah, and with the thing about it is with when oh my goodness, what is his name? I can't even remember off the top of my head. Oh my gosh, hold on. Apologies.
631 Entertainment Business. Merchandise.
No, with the Paul Heyman, I didn't even know he had his own. Is it Confederation? Federation?
The Confederates.
Oh, no, no,
Extreme Confederate Wrestling.
don't cancel me.
Oh no, it's ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Aristocrat Tequila.
Oh shit.
No, I didn't know that like Paul Heyman ever did that. So I remember when, we first got together and I used to watch it with you because I wanted you to like me. Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar.
yeah, we always do that early stuff. Don't
Mhm.
do that stuff with you. Yeah, sure.
On our tiny little TV.
Yeah.
But no, when Brock Lesnar used to come out, and I thought, Paul Heyman looks like he could just have a coronary any second. This man is just turning bright red, like screaming. But man, like he has such a presence. And to like watch him back in the day when he had a long little ponytail and his trucker hat.
But Paul Heyman started out like WCW. He was a manager of Undertaker at one point when his name was Mean Mark Calloway.
Mean Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, and then, okay, another part of the documentary that really, really, really got me was that I think is important we talk about is the alleged rape. The first one.
And who was the first woman who said they got raped? It did.
Rita Marie, the referee.
So what happened to Rena?
Rita was allegedly assaulted by Vince McMahon. Apparently, it sounded pretty brutal. I won't go into details because nobody wants to hear that. But
We don't want to hear about grape.
no grape here, please. But I hate you.
Nobody wants to hear about grape.
No, but what do you think? Because
Can't even feed our dog grapes.
you tried.
You can't be talking about this.
Nobody called the SPCA. I saved her. Gosh.
Oh god.
No, but what do you think? I
Uh,
mean, you lived it.
I know. I mean, but that was when they had kayfabe. I didn't know anything about it. That was news to me.
Well, I mean,
But
apparently,
but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure there's certain truth into it. I mean, did they settle out of court, or did they come to a
yeah,
settlement?
I believe so. Yeah, from what I remember. And thing about it is, I mean, the things that have come out about him recently really kind of, I think, she's telling the truth. And I think it's sad because she was on,
Allegedly.
she's on, what was that show, Ronaldo, back in the day?
Yeah, Geraldo.
Geraldo, not Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. You talking about the soccer player?
He was just a thought back then.
Oh shit.
No, but crying her eyes out, and like people were just very cruel to her. Like back then, the media, don't get me wrong, they're still bad about when women report assaults and things like that. But I mean, they just acted like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Like this woman is falling apart right in front of you, and you're like, "Uh huh." Like,
I mean, I just know, and this is gonna just sound way it sounds, but
here we go.
women are always given more than the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, well,
You know,
wow.
I mean, I'm not saying that it is, but I think there's liars on both sides of the coin. It's just
Well, I mean, if we're talking about that, let's Sable, I mean,
that's just quite. So Sable
mm,
suing for alleged misconduct, sexual assault, and then coming back to work to do the same type of role. Not only doing this, like you kiss. I'm not. So
All
who
over.
does she sue? Was it Vince McMahon? Was he the?
Yes, I believe so.
So why would you come back to do all the?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's weird to me. She came back to WWE to have a slutty gimmick, you want to
Mm-hmm.
call it, a Jezebel.
Times are tough.
Times are tough. So I mean, so what do you think about that? And then end up, but see, I don't know. I feel that that's weird too because if that's the case, if it is Vince McMahon, like I said, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how could Brock still work for him if that's your wife now?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the way I kind of, because at first I was like, oh yeah, it can't be. She came back. But I mean, just thinking of how sometimes you can, as you can be a victim to somebody and still go back. If the circumstances see fit. But that one, I'm undecided. I'm very much undecided.
I don't. I can't put heads or tails with it because it's just a whole lot. I can see myself working for the man that assaulted you. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be able to clock in that day. It won't
No.
be. Yeah, it won't be.
I'm not gonna go sit on his desk and
Yeah,
mm-mm.
that
And that's okay. Speaking of pervert, can we talk about the fact that he really said
alleged pervert.
no? He said it. He said it, babe. Like said it on the documentary. He
What did he
said,
say?
"Yeah, that's the storyline when I was gonna supposedly impregnate Stephanie."
Oh yeah.
What? What?
But before you get to that, what do you think about the whole storyline of Triple H supposedly put a date rape drug, date grape drug on Stephanie and got married? And how many times did they consummate the marriage?
That was very painful to watch because
It was so funny when we
that
were coming
was
up.
because if that came out today,
Oh, it wouldn't even
it
be.
wouldn't be,
Nah.
the whole thing would be canceled. I mean, it was painful to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I was like kind of clutching my pearls a little bit. I was like,
Clutching.
damn, like she just
Oh, so what do you think about the Trish Stratus, Linda McMahon storyline? Where
God bless. If you ever do that to me, I swear. I
what part of
swear.
it? What part?
All of
Doping
it.
you up and parade you in a wheelchair?
Is that how our wedding is gonna go?
That is exactly how it's gonna go.
No, that whole
That's very
thing.
hard to do. I don't know if I could do that at all. Like just in your face kissing another
Macking.
person. Yeah.
And he,
Yep.
sorry,
Yep.
no. And I think Linda was probably like, you can have them. Thank you.
He also came out and said, like, I think it was one of his, no, it was Playboy. When
Mm,
he did the interview for Playboy, and he was like, how many, like,
a lot
um,
of
there's a lot
affairs.
of affairs. So
Hmm.
it was like, and they kept asking him, well, why did you go so personal in Playboy? And he was like, just, I don't know what was his response, but it seemed like it didn't make any sense.
No,
Why would you put it?
he danced around that whole thing to me
Yeah,
because they were like, if it was so, like you even said in the article, like that was really hard on your wife, and then you put that storyline out there with you and Trish, how does that make sense?
he,
Because I think there was something more behind it because Shane was like, when they interviewed him, he's like, and I realize he's probably more of the conservative of the bunch and protective of his family, but he seemed a little more upset about that storyline than. Mm.
I mean, you definitely look like a white minstrel show back in the day because that's just very hard to do. Like you could be the
Hmm.
evil dad, but like, why would you? Why was incest a part of was going to be a potential
A
storyline?
go to. A
Yeah,
go
like man,
to.
hey, y'all want to do that?
And can you
Like,
imagine your dad? I'm like your parents said that to you, and you're like, Huh?
This is the storyline?
Like, I can't even look at you the same. I can't come over for Christmas now. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Disgusting.
Like,
Ugh.
man, it's like, man, there's so many levels before incest that you can hit. It's
I
so,
mean, you
it's,
already like date raped her,
I
you
mean, but
know,
at
for
least
the
that was, hey,
storyline.
but at least
At
that wasn't
least.
the, it wasn't the incest part of it. Like, there was so many other ways they could have went. Like, he could have said, I'm taking your trust fund away. You can't have the last name McMahon anymore. Um, I'm gonna saw one of your pinky toes off. Anything before incest. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not making that part of a storyline.
Well, it's funny because when I was watching the whole Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, I was like, that is so cute. Like how they, and here comes He's like, it's not cute. He was with China the whole time, had a whole relationship with China.
Whole affair.
Had a whole affair in China,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Yeah, bless her heart, because I mean, listen, if you were to get with the boss's daughter, and I don't know, I don't know,
No, I don't know.
you end up with a company. I
Yeah.
don't think I could blame you.
Speaking of getting the company, how do you feel about how Shane McMahon's relationship is with Vince McMahon?
It broke my heart.
He broke your heart.
It did. It broke
He
my
broke it
heart.
in little bit of pieces.
A little bit of pieces. I was like, Brett Michaels over there.
Uh,
It broke my heart because, I mean, you can tell Shane is almost like Vince was at that age, like just wanting approval from his
well, that's
dad.
most men anyway.
Well, that's true, but most men, I mean, most men, I'm not saying all men, or,
Allegedly.
there's some horrible ass fathers out there.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, Vince is probably one of the takes the cake for a lot of them, just for the fact of like when they were talking about WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania, right? That Shane was on,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, he was talking about after the show, and he was like choking up, and he's like, "Dad gave me a hug, and that those are rare." And I'm like,
What?
"Oh, Shane."
I feel like majority of hugs he got might have been on TV.
Probably from his mama. That's why he's so protective of his mom. And that because I
uh,
feel like between him, Stephanie McMahon, and Shane, Stephanie is a lot more like her daddy as far as the business, and very like, I don't want to say cutthroat because that's not what it is. I
just
mean,
just non-emotional about making business decisions.
exactly. And I feel like Shane is conservative, like I mentioned, and also I think a lot of things that like maybe like go on in wrestling, like storylines and stuff, like he doesn't really wouldn't be able to make those up because he's just a little more on the business side of
Or
things.
maybe at that time, but he turned out to be a prima donna at the end of it.
Oh,
Yeah, well, prima donna.
I just still he's got a little soft spot in my heart for that. He's got
He loved
daddy
his mama.
issues.
He loved his mama.
He's a mama's boy.
Oh, so how do you feel? Well, you went through all the little errors. How do you feel about the way Vince McMahon went out? So you got told to leave after all those allegations came out. Then you
Uh-huh.
hold the company up, bully your way in,
Hmm.
and then another sexual assault case comes out, and then they fire you.
Let me tell you how disheartening it would be taking the allegations out, taking Vince out of the picture, right? If I was in his shoes, I built this company, my dad gave it to me, built it up, made it what it is today. And then another company bought me out. And they're like, you can still hang around, for decoration. You,
Mm-hmm.
you can make a decision or two. And then for them to be like, you fired. Like, it was very sad. I mean, I was happy because he's a horrible person, in my opinion, allegedly. a rapist. But I think it was satisfying in the end because I bet he felt all 10 kinds of ways. I mean, let's face it, he's still laughing to the bank with all his money, but we'll see at the end of all this, once all this scandal wraps up, how much money he's going to have left.
If he doesn't go to pull some jail time.
Yeah, I mean, Linda gonna be out here living her best life though. It's Linda's time to
Linda,
shine.
Linda gained some weight. I told her, I said, look at Linda looking all better. She have been had a little weight up on her. Shit.
Linda gets her groove back.
All right, so I rate everything by weed.
Okay.
And since you don't smoke,
Uh-huh.
allegedly,
I don't.
what do you rate this
Documentary.
documentary out of some wine? I guess you pick your
Out of some Moscato or a nice I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of lame with wine Moscato. I would rate it honestly just for the full experience and the way they dug into the history of things. And
some box wine Chardonnay.
what's the scale though?
I
Like
mean,
number
you got to
wise?
make your scale. You
Oh
tell me.
gosh. Okay, so rating it from like the wine you get at the Dollar Tree, that Liberty Bell that's like gives you the worst hangover in the whole wide world, all the way up to I'm not a fine wine girly, but let's just say the best wine you've ever had, okay?
Best wine you ever had?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna go that far. We're gonna call it some pink Moscato.
That's a flavor, babe.
I don't know nothing about wine.
Okay,
I
to
give it
make
8 grams for Kobe Bryant.
once I do my research on the wine, I'll get back to you. But let's
Uh,
go 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
all right, 1 to 10. How many
1 to
bottles?
10. So if we're talking, and the reason I'm giving it this rating is like I said it, I love the fact that it digged deep into the history of how it all began and how everything in between, with, I mean, it even went into Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Oh, still makes me cry.
but
Um,
we can get deeper into that when we go
oh,
into this.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say this as a overall to get an ideal picture, I would honestly give it an 8. And the only reason I say 8 is because it was done in 2022 for the
Mm-hmm.
most of the interviewing. And, a lot of it I feel like it still has some potential to go.
Well, so in the last case that he got, I think that was the one that took it over the top. It might not have been. Oh shit, we didn't even talk about the Ashley Massaro shit. Was supposed to get raped by a someone pretending to be a medical doctor or something like that,
That
and
was
they
rough.
rushed it under. I
When she was on the what is that tour called when they went to Iraq for the
uh
soldiers?
um
Star. I said
uh,
Star Wars.
Battle for the Fallen though, that's AEW. Tribute to the Troops, that's what it's called. Triple T. I we don't know. It's all alleged, but man, it seems like you just around a lot. And it's easier to say, you know what I'm saying, be the good guy until you be around long enough to become a villain. But you've been doing some foul stuff since foul stuff. And it was certain things that he would say, like some of his quotables of like, you know, I was insatiable for life and this stuff. And like, it's just like, you got a little ditty in you.
Yeah,
You got
so
a little
freaking
P. Diddy.
lonely. Because I think I'm not, I one thing I can say, he built an empire
Right.
that's made an impact on I mean, that was your stuff growing up.
Right.
And y'all and I enjoy it too. I'm a very much a casual fan, as you know.
Mm.
I don't want his legacy to affect what the product is.
Yeah, I mean, just in case in point, like with the whole Chris Benoit thing, it is hard for me to watch any of his stuff.
Mhm.
Like it's just like it's every time I see him, it's like, damn, that's the first thing I think about. So it's like
Mhm.
I'd rather not even watch your matches if I can't even enjoy them. And that's a lot of shit. And sometimes I can, seem like these clips right here. It doesn't bother me to see it, but it's just
Mhm.
he was one of my favorite, and for it to go down the way it is, and then like we said, we'll talk about it. But well, congratulations, you got your first one, and I don't know how often we'll do this, but it will definitely be a annual, weekly, monthly something thing we'll
You
do.
better put me on more than annually. You want to get married, don't you? Good night. You invest.
We'll talk to y'all.
Already fired me.
I need get the hell out. Oh shit! It's right here.
I'm not saying he's the best pro wrestler on the planet, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Well, that's not how that's supposed to be going.
Bluetooth connected.
We back at this bitch again. That's my one.
Oh, buddy.
I'm on the sour. I'm on the sour.
We on that. We on that.
We on the sour.
Yeah.
I'm on the sour.
But we ain't on shit. He
I'm
on that.
sour. I'm on the sour.
Am I plugged in right?
We on the sour. I'm on the sour. I'm
Well, I can only hear one side.
the sour.
I'm hearing both.
I'm on the. I'm on the. We on the. We on the. I'm on the sour. We on the
Yeah,
sour.
I'm hearing both.
Pushed all the way in.
We on the sour.
Okay.
Enjoy the sour.
All right, yeah, we back to regularly scheduled program. Make sure y'all let us know what you think of wrestling docu-series with Mrs. and Mr. 420. We gonna find a better name for the shit, but it is what it is. And a motherfucker, somebody came out of hibernation. It's a bear.
Growl.
Well, since it's spoiler,
The damn.
bear nuts.
Oh shit. Whoa. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Fresh off of drinking a fresh penalty beer.
That shit's the nastiest shit I ever put in my fucking mouth. What was?
Arrogant bastard. What did you think of what's been going on, man? How your week been? What's been going on? Shit.
Life. Because
Yeah.
I feel like I ain't see y'all niggas in like 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah. We niggas, we niggas. Ain't nobody here but the 420, man. But that's good. That's all good, man. It's all gravy, maybe. We seen a great pay-per-view, but before we
Great
get into
pay-per-view.
all of that, I guess we'll just skip Raw on SmackDown since we'll do the highlights of both of the shows, but we'll go ahead and get this AEW. It's a six pack. It's a six pack. It's a six pack. Nigga, sit back. What I got? Who you got?
6-pack.
What I got? Who you got?
Fucking 6-pack.
Yeah. Mike, do you know what day it is?
What day is that?
It's hump day. Yeah,
Hump day.
it's Wednesday. So you know what that means. Dynamite hailing from insert joke about arena and city or state. So here we go again with the results of the matches and shit. Here we go again with Tony Khan better get them Dynamite numbers up because Paul runs the E. We get the arrival of Shelton Benjamin.
Ain't no stopping me. No.
Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me.
No.
Ain't no stopping me.
No.
But before we get into that, MVP made his way over to CEO.
What?
CEO.
What?
CEO. So we're looking like we're getting the makings of the Hurt Syndicate, since we probably can't use the Hurt Business. But Shelton Benjamin got an incredible pop.
He did.
And then I want to say Friday, it was confirmed that
Bobby was
Lash
coming.
is all elite. How you feel about it?
Print me a shirt right now,
Right now, nigga,
print me a shirt right now,
nigga,
print me a shirt right now,
motherfucking
dun.
print me that shirt right motherfucking now, nigga. Right now, nigga, print me a shirt right now, nigga, print me a shirt right now, nigga, print me a shirt right motherfucking now.
That's great. That's fucking great. Man, we don't need nobody else. Fuck And speaking of fuck you, lying ass, Kevin ass, ugly ass, pale ass, bald headed ass, too much do not know what the fuck it is ass punk. You thought I wasn't coming back. You thought I wasn't coming back. You thought I wasn't gonna say shit. Die, man. Die, man. You lucky.
Goddamn right.
I left the bear mask in the car.
Supposed to bite his face off.
Next time I see you, both arms gone.
Yeah, you got it. You got a couple.
Both arms gone.
You got a couple of weeks of him not being there.
Damn, he locked up in a shark cage.
Number 2. I've seen better matches on the Cruiserweight Open. The ending sucked. Camel nuts when Takeshita interrupted the international title match between Ricochet and Ospreay. Oh, no, that's not this.
Flippity, flip. You know.
What do you rate that match? I got it big old, I think, because it sucked big camel nuts. That's what I rated.
I'm gonna wear the Aquafina water.
Overhyped.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be real with you. The first 5 minutes, I was at my mama's house. She was like, "Oh, this is a good one."
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "Oh, they just jumping."
Yeah.
They just jumping. That's all I got.
Homeboy.
And then
Bruv and homeboy.
And then Takeshita just.
I thought you was feuding with Okada. What happened to that?
Why? Yeah. I don't know.
Come on, Tony.
Hi, guys.
Number 3. The learning tree went for low-hanging fruit by talking shit about Jay Briscoe. Jericho is challenging Briscoe at WrestleDream. Is beating Jericho a notch in your belt nowadays?
For Mark, it is, because he didn't miss the mark with anything he said about Jay.
Yeah.
You're on a pity run right now. Yeah. Call a spade a spade.
I mean,
it's a pity run.
Yeah. Because Jay was the better wrestler.
If Jay's alive, does Mark Briscoe never get the singles title?
He could. There's a possibility of Mark being this, but Jay's.
Mark's not becoming this.
Jay. Yeah, you're right.
He's no Jay Uso. That nigga Jimmy.
Number 4.
You put 3 and 4 together. It
looks like I think. Well, number 5.
Jay White
made his return after Hangman Page versus Juice Robinson match.
It's only a matter of time before I hear my man's song, bro. I love Switchblade. I love Jay White. I don't think there's nobody happier to see Jay White in AEW than I was, but there's only a matter of time before we get that.
I mean, somebody's got to be faces, man. Let it be Jay White.
Let him.
Let it be Jay White, Kenny Omega, Swerve.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all have to start building up the baby faces.
Oh, yeah. Like, you ain't got a choice. You got to start putting them in compelling storylines to make us want to watch.
Yeah.
You can't just throw them in matches because I think us as fans fucked up when we started falling in love with fucking the Acclaimed.
Yeah.
Because they could just put them on TV and we were like, Scissory!
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to work with everybody.
Nah. But as a package, man, the guns, Juice.
Oh, love them.
That's super dope.
I love them.
That shit's over.
But you're gonna have to put them in something to make us want to watch them.
Yep.
That's why.
Like what they have on tonight. It was somebody. It was Hook versus Beef or somebody named somebody versus Beef.
And it's like, why?
Y'all can't be on Saturday nights competing with potential basketball games, potential other pay-per-views, movie premieres. You can't.
Playoff baseball.
Yes, hockey.
Yes.
Anything
NASCAR.
like
College football.
yes. You can't be on this and giving us that. A triple threat tag match with the House of Black who never fucking win. Private Party who's probably gonna win, and I don't know who else, but like the feuds don't make no sense. Like I was so hyped for a potential Takeshita Okada feud, and then Takeshita just comes out of nowhere.
Like what the?
Huh?
Tony Khan, bro, you're almost in the sense where Vince was later on. Like,
Yeah,
somebody else has got it right
somebody's got to
because
be in charge of it.
you can't book this stuff. You're not good at it.
Nah. Number 6. Why is Serena losing and not being pushed as she lost to Britt Baker? Queen Amanada is.
But hell yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So, but why is Serena not being pushed?
I don't have answers to that because
I don't like it.
She can go. I don't know.
But you have a
I think
super
she
heel.
should.
You have a super heel TBS champion, and then you have a super heel
world champion.
Where's she gonna go?
You could turn Serena face. I mean, I wouldn't like it.
No,
but you could turn
need
her.
to. You just Britt Baker should.
And where the fuck is Thunder Rosa?
She had concussion.
She's hurt again.
Yeah, she got a concussion. Forgot what match it was.
She's the female Tua Tagovailoa.
Then you know who we've been seeing on TV, but I also don't watch Collision. Like
Me neither.
I'm not watching.
I have
Collision.
no clue what's going on Collision.
It's just Dynamite, and nope, I'm not doing that. I got a life.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'll be at work, bro.
Nope.
I'm not watching Collision either.
Shit.
That's probably why I didn't know.
NXT is lucky it get me when it get me. Shit. I mean, I be having.
I do watch NXT.
Don't get me wrong, but I can't watch it in one sitting. I have to watch it in parts. Yeah, I just too much shit. The backwash, the women's scene on AEW, but damn Willow, but she ain't gonna win. Willow Nightingale challenging Mariah May is just we're just waiting until Tony Storm comes back.
That's right.
Y'all made it painfully clear that y'all going to just go with a regular old format when it comes to women's wrestling in AEW. Like, why is Chris Statlander not even on TV?
Why?
Willow lost, but she's going to,
right.
Like Mariah said, she's failing upward. How is this happening?
Right. Where's the bunny? Fuck all the bullshit.
Is she still with?
Put her back. I don't give a damn if she's still with whoever. Put her back on the goddamn TV. I don't know if
she's still with AEW.
Put her on the motherfucking TV. I'll give a fuck. I'll give a fuck who she with. Put the bunny on the TV. Put the belt on her. God damn it. It's not rocket science. Tony Khan just books random shit anyway.
True.
The bunny.
My roach clip.
I'm sorry.
My roach clip is the main event.
Yes.
It delivered with some weird stipulations where it was the Continental Classic Championship was up for grabs in the first 20 minutes. But it was title versus title after the match. After the 20 minutes, man, it really turned up when Okada hit that tombstone on the outside. It was a couple of dope little spots in there. Brian ended up winning, and then with a roll up surprise, and then of course you knew who was going to come out. The BCC beat up on Brian, and Yuta was being told to hit Brian in the head with a hammer. Yuta stopped him, challenged Cesaro, and Pac next week in the tag team match. He said, "I'm tired of being treated like a little boy. I ain't no little baby junior mint boy.
That's right.
I'm a grown man, Damon."
That's right. Tell him.
Shane is coming.
Here
Shane
comes the money.
is moving the strings, and I feel like the reason why we seen Shane was because they knew the Vince McMahon shit was coming out, and they want to kind of ride that wave of the McMahon shit and become Shane McMahon. What I don't understand is another heel faction. How does this work?
I'm just gonna tell you, bro. They're actually taking a storyline from WWE and putting it in AEW TV. Because before Brian lost the title, whatever the fuck. Remember Shane was like, "I'm gonna kill you, Daniel Bryan." Like he tried to off him there. He tried to hurt Daniel Bryan there.
I don't see that. I don't remember none of that. I don't see that.
I think he's gonna try to kill him.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think he's gonna try to kill him again. They're gonna put another plastic bag around his head, bleeding and shit. This time they're gonna try to succeed, and Brie gonna have to save him.
Well, Wrestle Dream is at Washington, right?
Washington State football team gonna have to save him.
Yeah. You need a bodyguard. Need Kevin Costner to come out there.
Gonna need Cage Goldberg.
What was your last shot of
Definitely
this
the main event. Definitely the main event. It's gotta be like Wheeler Yuta being like, "Nah, you're not taking out my hero today."
Yeah. I want to see y'all do better. Don't seem like it's gonna happen storyline wise. Matches is always delivered, but when I'm not invested in them, I'm not gonna watch it.
Tony Khan, man, like you gotta fucking book something. Book it.
He has no.
He's everywhere. Spoiler, the dancing baby.
Oh, we.
He's a circus
He be dancing in heat on the court.
I be dancing in heat on the court. Spoiler. Hey.
Spoiler,
the dancing band.
Oh, well, wait.
I have no care.
Yeah.
I'm a
He has to kill. Sleeping in it.
A 3-man.
You gonna
get
you gonna get it,
man? Sleeping in it. Wait, does that count? Alright, that's one.
You gonna get it.
Or ours.
Well, wait.
Fuck Dotman Cornelius for not being here.
He does all the lyrics, man. I just do the ad-libs.
I'm over here almost about to say my own goddamn song.
Bam.
Drew is always in somebody's fucking cage, ain't he? Drew McIntyre always in somebody's goddamn cage. Yeah, Scarlett. She was like a roll of electrical tape in that leather. Alright, anyway, we're going to start with the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez and Julia. I'd never make a fool of ya. Yeah, Shawn Michaels introduced the new NXT Championship, and I was like, you know what? I like these belts. That's gonna be my next belt. Triple H helped them ask the Chicago crowd if they were ready, and Roxy found herself outmatched by Julia throughout this fight. However, the referee got distracted. Cora Jade laid out the beautiful madness with a double underhook DDT on the floor. The Prodigy hit her with the pop rocks, and that was all she said. Cora Jade and Roxy, what y'all got going on?
Fuck all that. Cora J said, free. She said,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got them boobies.
Yeah.
Big old boobies.
And she let him out. She let him out. I saw on Twitter the actual.
She said, I'm free.
Free falling.
No, I was going for the free from Freeway Rockefeller.
Oh.
She said, I'm free. Free. Set them boobies free. Boobies free. She said, I'm free. Boobies free. Yeah. Well, rock the road, you know I'm going down around. You remember Freeway used to do that shit all the time. A 4.5, you get a 4 in the bag. Shit.
Anyway, millions from now, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne.
I won't remember you. Couple of millions of dollars from now.
What?
I will remember you.
What?
A couple $1,000,000 from now.
What?
I take 2,000 now. I forget you.
It
Give me
ain't
2,500. What?
what?
What's his name?
Next is a street fight. Wesley, Zachary Wentz. Do we have any fucking? Wesley was not gonna lose. I don't.
Oh, hold up. No, before you finish, I rate that first match, 24 yams for Kobe Bryant. Good match. Glad that Julia didn't win the title. I think we're definitely far away from that old gold brand shit. Like, you're not just gonna come in and beat my champion.
Absolutely.
You're just not gonna do it. So,
No, hell no.
and it let you know that they're taking seriously about making this a brand.
Oh yeah. And the next champion, anyway, is Jada Parker.
This Parker.
That's the next women's champion anyway. I mean, I like Julia. I think she's great in the ring, but like you said, you're not just gonna come into my brand and
Or Stephanie Van Keur.
no. It's
See me
Jada.
and her.
It's Jada. It's Jada.
Just that match I seen that her and CEO had.
She's so goddamn fine.
I can see Jada get the North American.
No. Jada too goddamn fine for the North American title. She gotta have the main belt. She's too goddamn fine. For real, she don't need a title. She can just come lay in my bed with me.
To me, if Nikita can stay healthy, her,
she can't.
Lola, and Jada, that's the trio.
She can't. We talked about this earlier too, while the pay-per-view was going. Nikita, I might as well just become a valet.
Yes,
because you can't stay healthy. I'm done. I'm done being like, oh well, I mean, this person's good and they could be no. You done, bro.
If it don't work this run, I wouldn't come back.
It's over with.
Like, if you tear something else again, even if it's something minute, just go out there and be a valet.
AJ Styles. I know he didn't do SmackDown, but AJ Styles fucking buckled again on SmackDown in his first match back. Over with.
I mean, it all depends on what the MRI says.
Nah, over with.
If it's something like it's gonna take 9 months to a year, bro, pack it up.
Bro, you
give me that one match a year type shit. Give me that Undertaker that vibe. You know
what is he? 45? Over with.
No, I think he older than that. I want to say AJ Styles close to 50.
Over with. Done for.
If it's something major, bro, nah, just go pack it up, bro.
Ain't even gotta be nothing major. Arthritis is set into that shit already by now. Any fucking way. Next up, we got Wesley versus Zachary Wentz. Like I said, Wesley was gonna win this. He's always gonna win this.
I'm gonna tell you right now before you even get started with 24 grams for Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. You know, I wish Dotman was here. He acting like,
631 Entertainment. Going up and down the court.
Yeah, carry your fat ass up and down the court.
See, we don't have the other part. Damn it.
He fucked everything up. This may be the end for the Rascals. Yeah, boo that man. Boo that man. Boo. Bitch ass nigga. Oh, sorry. Oh,
That's
fuck.
two.
Oh, fuck. This may be the end for the Rascals in all forms in NXT, which would be a shame. Wentz has shown out consistently in this feud, and he and Trey Miguel can still elevate themselves in the TNA tag division.
It was fire, man. That whole double knees with the chain around his legs. That
was crazy.
That was fucking dope. Good win.
Wesley brought a cart full of weapons out in honor of fucking Tommy Dreamer.
Oh.
Saying that he wasn't done yet.
Nah.
Brought out the shopping cart. Yeah.
I mean, it was cool.
I do got that twist and senton wrote down. That was pretty cool.
I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. So, you know. I thought when Wesley turned heel, we was going to get a different Wesley. We got still the same Wesley, except now he's a bad guy.
That's facts. That's it.
And that's not, we see Flippy all the time.
I'm tired of Flippy.
Really? Like, I'm more
Give me Crash Out Wesley.
I'm more interested in some LA Knights. I'm more interested in the Romans.
Give me a Brian Pillman Wesley.
Maybe that's what we'll get since that little conversation.
Oh, fuck. One pissy.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking fucking Brian Pillman Wesley. Talking Big Boss Man Wesley. All the Crash Outs. All the Crash Outs.
Talking about feet now, Snow.
Talking about Triple H, Katie Vick, Wesley.
Oh, no.
all the Crash Outs. All the great Crash Outs. Fucking
Kane
Lita Wesley.
Yeah. Killed my baby.
I'm talking hiding right. Wesley.
Oh, no.
No, wait, who funded the baby? Snitsky? I'm talking Snitsky Wesley.
Oh, you got to do current, you got to do Christian and AEW.
Yeah, Christian and AEW Wesley.
Fuck your daddy.
Fuck your daddy. ECW Taz Wesley.
Yeah.
New Jack Wesley. Anyway, y'all get it. Miz TV for the first time in, like, was it 3 years? It's pretty crazy.
You said what now?
Miz TV.
Yes.
It's like the first time in like 3 years. I saw a crazy stat like that. Anyway, the Miz brought Obafemi out and Tony D'Angelo together and started asking questions. But it turned quickly into a back and forth between champion and challenger. The two avoided coming to blows as the A-lister hyped up their match for next week like a proper showman that Miz is. While the Miz was barely necessary in this exchange, it was smart to hype the price all around this match. Obafemi walked in as a favorite inside the Allstate Arena in Chicago. Low-key, that was behind him, even though he's supposed to be the heel. I think we all want Obafemi to be great.
I don't feel like that. I don't know. They trying their best to make him heel, but I don't see heel at all.
I don't. I just see greatness. It's almost like the current Tribal Chief character. It's like, you know Roman isn't a good guy per se, but he's not a heel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But I like the segment though.
I do.
It was cold. Jada Parker, Fine Ass, and Lola Vice versus the Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley. Jason J. Jada Parker.
Yay.
Jason J. Jada Parker.
Yay.
Lola Vice.
Yay.
Jason J. Fallon Henley.
Yay.
Jada Parker. Jada Parker and Lola Vice looked great early, working together, but miscues and jealousy led to the former being like, you know what? Fuck this.
I don't want to do this no more. You keep on hitting me. Accidental on purpose. You keep touching me, and
You
I don't
keep
like
touching.
it.
I don't. Yeah,
Stop
bro.
touching me now.
Jada Parker looked like the fine project girl, bro.
Get about me now.
She the fine project girl, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she pretty and she be trying to like keep her little pretty image up, but then as soon as you touch her, she be like,
I feel like she want to take that piece off.
yeah, take the earrings out. Be like,
that's what she need to do. That should be her thing. Like when she get really mad, she just take that little
and start tagging that. For real, that should have been Bianca's thing, but they wouldn't.
I just don't know why they don't go all the way with the whip. Like you got a whole whip right there. Then it could be a thing where they cut your hair.
It could be a whole. This could be a. Anyway, Jada Parker, listen. I don't know if you listen to Hayes House Turnbuckles. You really should.
You best to.
You really should. I'm trying to marry you, so I don't really know what we're gonna do about that. So it's gonna happen.
All right, it's out there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Fatal Influence beat them, of course, because Jada Parker said, "Fuck her."
I don't like none of this. Get away from me now.
Yeah.
I was surprised about that. I feel like that was a good way for them two to go because they both got their own personality. So it's not like their characters is going to be washed out. Like we know who Lola Vice is, and like they don't act like each other. So
exactly.
You know what I'm saying. So it's like it's not like they're gonna get washed out like that. That Ratchet, Jada Parker, you know, like she ran track all her life.
Yeah.
Fine, but she ratchet.
Yeah.
And then it's the overly Latina kickboxer.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. We know who they is.
Exactly. The last but not least, we got it's in Chicago. You know when that song hit. I mean, it's in Chicago, so you felt the energy. You heard the energy. You knew what was happening. He was the special guest referee in his Shawn Michaels referee gear. Talking of short shorts, the Diddy oil, and the cutoff sleeves. CM Punk was tripping, but he called the match right down the middle the whole time, and he did his best. As the confetti fell, Paige got in Punk's face and took a go to sleep in his troubles. If you didn't know, Trick is the first ever black two-time NXT champion because whoop that Trick. He walked out victorious.
Well, I hate the trick shot. I do not like that move.
We all hate the trick shot. I think that's a common.
I just feel like he needs to figure out something else that would take him over the top for me.
That's a common thing for this podcast. I think we've all said that since day one. He needs a new finisher.
Yep. What was your last shot? And what you rate that match?
I rate that match. I give that one a handle of jack.
A handle of jack. I give it 8 grams for Kobe Bryant.
But it wasn't Jada Parker. Jada Parker's my last shot. She's so daggone Lord have mercy. I'm gonna shut up.
My roach clip is
Roar.
The whole show. It was an RVD.
Whole fucking show. It was a good show. It was a good show, but there's only one Jada Parker.
It is only one Jada Parker.
Growl.
And now we're gonna just roll right on into tonight's festivities. What happened?
See me, Petey.
It was we got BadBlow, and you know we got BadBlow.
Hey!
I'm thinking I'm snorting coke, but it's really fitting on because we got BadBlow.
Can't take it back. Look where we at.
Fucking Dooley was saying that she said BadBlow. I was like, oh well, that's what it is now. It's BadBlow. I only write in 6-packs now. So number one, this is one of the best Hell in a Cells of all time.
It may be the best.
BadBlow everywhere. Punk wins 8 grams for Kobe Bryant.
Fuck it. If you doing 8 grams, I'm doing 24 pack of goddamn Coors Light. Fuck it. 824. Goddamn.
Blood everywhere. The wrench to the
He
fucking
beat him in the
stone,
head
to the fucking dome of Drew
with a
McIntyre.
fucking wrench.
Suplex off a ladder through a table. No, suplex off the steel steps onto a ladder, onto a table. Oh fuck, I'm befuddled.
But then when Drew tried to do that fucking Claymore, bro, CM Punk moved and he smacked his lower back on the corner of the steel steps. I said, "Oh no, not Darby, you too big."
But this you can tell this is writing him off for a while. Like this, he's gonna take some time off.
He ain't got no choice because it instantly started like bruising and swelling.
Yeah,
like he fucked his back up.
Like, he was bleeding profusely
from his forehead.
But after the match, he went straight to the back. He's like, I don't think I'm supposed to move like this no more. Man, incredible match.
And CM Punk dumbass over there falling around like he couldn't get back there trying to sell the shit. Drew's like, bro, get to the back, bro.
My back hurts.
I need medical assistance.
I'm over here standing already because my back hurts.
You're fucking it up. I need to get back there.
Number 2. Remember when Nia Jax was big as a fit 2003 Big Show?
When I was little, bro, I thought they all sung their theme songs. Can you imagine that nigga Big Show in the booth?
Oh,
get ready for something. It's Nia's home.
My God.
You won't see it coming.
Nia goes for a Hurricanrana, and it went how you thought it would. Horribly. She powerbombed Bayley on some steps and the floor. Thought it was a Samoan drop, but nah. Nia said, hold my beer. She hit her with a Samoan drop. Nia got her head spiked early in the match. I think she needs to go through concussion protocol. Nia Jax wins after a failed cash in by Tiffany Stratton. And I give it 8 yams for Kobe Bryant.
I'm gonna give it 24 shots. And my last one. Because it had my first baby mama, had Bayley. It had Nia Jax. It had the girl me and Lou Kaiser been fighting for the past few months. It had Tiffany Stratton in it. Yeah. And fuck you, capping ass, lying ass, ugly ass, dirty ass, bald headed ass punk.
Hey. When does Tiffany Stratton cash in?
Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. That's what you were saying earlier. That yeah, even this Nia can get that last accolade of the year. And,
yeah.
You know, she don't need to go to WrestleMania with it.
No.
Because just because there still is that match. Like, I want to see that. Well, damn, they already wasted the Jade Nia Jax match. Unless they do that for a title. I don't know. I think we're expecting too much from Jade way too early, and she just wasn't.
She should have went to NXT.
Yep.
Should have went to NXT. She should be getting the run Jada Parker's getting right now.
Yes. Well, she should be having the baddies. That could have been down there. Yeah. Think about it. Lola,
oh my God.
Lola, Jada, Jade, Nikita.
Yes.
You could even throw Gigi in there just to have like a range of colors and looks, and Lash Legend. Like, that could have been a whole
I'm about to say, you might have could have even like flashed a little Kalani Jordan in it.
Yeah. And then that could have broke up into 2 different little groups. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Number 3. Finn lost even after Judgment Day interference, even after 4 coup de grace. So why in the fuck are we killing the Judgment Day group?
This was the dumbest damn decision Triple H has made since he started booking.
But if it brings out Demon Finn, then I'm with it. Only if we get clues of this, if Monday turns around and we get clues that I'm going to go back to the demon, I'm tired of being the charge. I'm sorry. If that's what he said.
What is gonna say?
Authority, authority.
He gonna crash out.
I'm talking about
his,
wearing flip flops, driving a big rig,
his,
crash out.
his theme song gonna come on, and it's not gonna be the regular theme song. It's gonna be he's a rabbit Wolverine Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He gonna choke everybody at Judgment Day out.
I don't see how long it's gonna last. He can't keep losing, man. I don't know if we're gonna kill. Finn looks like a jobber now. Like
he should walk to the ring with a Glock.
He do something.
He got because he can't beat nobody. Apparently, fucking 4 coup de grace is not.
Back of the head.
That all of your weight is hit this man on the back of his chrome dome.
He hit him with one choke slam, and that was it.
Like over.
Whatever. Number 4. There will be a champ versus champ and woman versus woman for the Saudi show Crown Royal Championship, sort of like the greatest Royal Rumble title. Goldberg got called out by Gunther, so we couldn't book Sammy versus Walter, but they were both here.
And what you can see, Deion Sanders clearly told Gage, like, yeah, you can go to a little pay-per-view.
But you better not get in that ring.
You better not get in the ring, get hurt. We got a game Saturday.
The title looks cool.
I mean, it does look cool. That's my next one, I think.
It looks like a combination of old AEW title, the greatest Royal Rumble title.
Yeah.
It's a pretty ass fucking belt.
It is.
It's super dope. And it's supposed to be a yearly. This is supposed to be a yearly thing.
If you told me,
go ahead.
We paid for a championship with Saudi Arabia blood money, this is the type of championship I think. This is what I would picture in my head.
Because the motherfuckers like, yeah, you can bring jewels and shit down here, but we still know y'all taking this to the blood money spot.
Yes.
Because it was when Triple H said it, they still booed it. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. No matter how much of a spectacle you make this shit, we don't care.
Even in Atlanta, they booed it. That's how you know it's bad.
It was like not just a few people. It was a lot of folks.
Little babies out there like, nah.
Come on, man. I gotta take my kids to the bathroom now. I'm
yeah.
gonna go buy them some merch. You gonna have me miss half the show.
You got little baby upset. Come on, man. He don't even know how to talk English properly.
You got Ray Rougeau out there, man.
You got fake ass Travis Scott out there pissed. I don't know that man.
You got Dolly Parton's hairdresser out there, man. Shit.
You got fucking Kanye's ex-bitch Rita Ora out there tweaking with Quavo.
Man, you got fat ass Faison Love out there.
You got fucking Shawty Low out there heated.
That nigga is dead.
Dig him up.
You got OJ. You got OJ the Juice Man. Talking about quarter pound for pound.
You got fucking Rod Wave out there sad. Again.
You got Lil Scrappy out there saying, I can wrestle now. Come on, let me get the ring.
You got Petey Pablo out there, bitch. With his shirt off. Wait in anger.
Well, we got a win for Rhea Ripley on the number 5 of this 6-pack. Getting a win by disqualification as the returning Raquel Gonzalez. What is her name?
Martinez. Whatever.
Martinez.
This is why you need to bring your ass to work, Doc, man.
He be knowing the words. But she made her return.
She did.
I'm glad to see her back. She looked like she got a big ass knee brace. But I knew she was out for some type of skin condition.
Yeah.
So
she should have
obviously
went to Miami.
Rhea gets something out of this because it was definitely thrown as a disqualification.
Oh, yeah.
But if she's part of the Judgment Day now, that definitely makes that group
It gives
better.
it some validity. It
Gives it,
does.
it makes it better.
It
It makes.
does.
I
And when
feel
they
like they might have a stranglehold on them tag titles because if you got Raquel Gonzalez or whatever the fuck her name is, um, she can help with the tag titles.
but also you have this thing where like if they when it's not a matter if anymore. When they do that mid card women's title, it has a home.
Mm-hmm.
Easily has a home.
Even if you want to go ahead and move on, because like y'all can build that up by having like Liv take that title and y'all give it prestige that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like let's slow roll this thing in with it, Raquel. So whatever
Yeah.
issue she's having, because I would love to see. She's a good talent. I
She is a
mean,
great
she
talent.
was a good NXT Women's Champion.
And for there for a while, I thought this was the big one they was talking about
Yeah. I mean, and
until the
maybe
end.
this is the match they're trying to build up to too. Maybe she's all the way healthy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be Rhea versus her at Mania. I mean,
Maybe she's the one that turns to a crash out of everybody.
yeah, pull them brakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Because in number 6, we got my Roach clip.
Boom, 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 boom,
The main event. We got what was the band?
Arkansas State University.
It was probably Alabama, wasn't it?
Listen, it was HBCU. They had a band out there. Color guard was fine.
We was in Georgia.
And
the brass seemed like they wasn't on
it
the
was
right
off.
key.
It was off.
But Cody Rhodes came out there with the marching band.
But then the symphony came
for the Chief. And you knew what this match was going to be. A bunch of near falls, a bunch of cheering from the fans. It was a great spectacle. We had the Chief and Cody Rhodes beating the Bloodline after a returning Jimmy Uso shot and took out the tag team champions. A spear by Roman Reigns, 1, 2, 3, and they fulfilled the destiny, or at least what they set out to do. Roman Reigns did not trade or turn his back on Cody Rhodes. After the match, the two cousins embrace, they leave the ring, and then the new bloodline starts beating the brakes off of Cody Rhodes. Roman about to jump back in the ring. He don't know if he gonna go or not. The conversation between him and Jimmy when he was like, "Bro, I don't know. I'll do whatever you want to do, but you said you were gonna have his back.
Yeah, you gotta keep your word, Oos.
You know what I'm saying? But
you tribal chief, Oos.
But I felt like Roman, like the match over with. I told you we were gonna do this then after this. I mean, but he went back.
Remember last time,
babyface shit. You know what I'm saying? BFC,
yeah,
BFS. You know what I'm saying? He went in, took him out, and at the end of the day, we ain't gonna be talking about Jimmy.
Can you smell?
At the end of the day, we're gonna be talking about
what
the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment, the people's champ, the final boss, Dwayne Johnson. The Rock came out with the people's title on his shoulder. Instead of walking to the ring, he took 2 fingers to his neck and made I'm gonna cut you, kill you, dismantle your life gesture to his throat. So it looks like the boys might be back, but the boss is in the room. He's coming for your neck.
I'm shocked we didn't see somebody else because it was Roman Reigns' first match back and they won it.
Mm-hmm. Who was
this? Very smart. Does he ever work?
He works.
Where is he at? I thought for sure he would.
He only works on Sundays.
Technically, it's
still Saturday.
Oh fuck! Well, I don't give a fuck. It felt so good to be back in this chair.
Man.
I be missing y'all, bro.
It was good. It was a good pay-per-view. Man, I'm glad to get you back. We'll get it done.
Hell yeah.
We'll get it done.
I don't give
Check out
a
631entertainment.biz for your t-shirts, bios, information. Let me know what y'all think about the show earlier. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do at least
Telling
two
you.
of those a month.
420 miss 420.
Yeah, we doing jockey series.
Funny as motherfuckers. Yeah. That intro alone is just enough to, yeah.
Yeah, well.
So? And?
I love it. I am AKB420.
Spoiler bear, roar, growl, roar.
And this has been Hayes.
Pops.
Turnbuckles. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Everybody gon' die. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. Everybody gon'
Pick a caliber. I pick a caliber.
4, 5,
9.
Hell yeah.